Hello, YouTube world. Well, this video is going to be about the Libtard March. This little Libtard March had it this past weekend, the so-called Million Women's March and shit like that. Marching for women's equality, shit. Women's equality, equal this, equal pay, and everything, which they already have, you know. This is like liberal women I'm talking about. And they want to use their role models as Madonna, Ashley Judd, and Beyonce. Which, you know, you're saying don't look at sex objects, stuff like that. And these women go on stage and perform their sexuality all the fucking time. You know, they go around putting vaginas on their hair. They go around topless or half naked or bottomless, showing their butts, showing their tits. You know, and all this other nonsense. And all they're doing is making a fool of themselves. That's all they are doing. And I was thinking, how can you take this seriously? You really can't. Because they're going out there on the streets and making total idiots of themselves. But that besides that, you know, and I have liberal friends, I do admit, and we talk, you know, and they try to point out that we're just guilty of that ourselves. Now, I would say this, during the Obama years, there's some radical, let's say radical right extremists did some stuff. Yes, I'll say that. Yeah, they probably took mannequins, black mannequins, dressed up like Madonna and burned them. Yes, that did happen. A few of Obama supporters got attacked. Yes, that happened. I admit that. It happens. But, on the same note, it is nothing what they did is a gnat compared with what the liberals are doing today ever since Trump got elected, and including after inauguration, including today. It don't even hold a candle what we did, what the libtards are doing today. It has a few skirmishes, you know, maybe a few little rallies, you know, stuff like that, but there was not millions of dollars of damages. There was no cars, for I understand, being overturned or burned or nothing like that. A few racial signs, yeah, but not the racial signs that the libtards are throwing around. I mean, I never saw a sign that says rape Michelle Obama. But I saw a sign that says rape Melina. Go figure. And I say, you know, kill Trump, hang Trump, stuff like that. You put mannequins of Trump, him being assassinated, and everything else. You flip over cars, you burn the shit, destroy property, and you have the nerve to say we're doing a peaceful protest. Nothing about your protest is peaceful. You know, I'm going back and forth here. Please forgive me, but please try to follow what I'm saying. And this women's march, this Libtard women's march, come on. You say don't look at a sexual deviant, but you're going out there as sexual deviants. When you put pussies on your damn head, go out there topless, show your damn tits, and put this bullshit writing all over them, stuff like that, or bother showing your ass. And you expect us to take that seriously? Really? We use Madonna, Ashley Judd, and Beyonce as your role models, who go out there on stage and explore their sexuality constantly. Yeah, I see some of the shit Madonna did in the past. You should know that if you're a follower. I did. Ashley Judd, she did some raunchy shit in her past. Beyonce, she did too. They do stuff that hurts women more than anything else. And you know, you libtards are so contradictory. You hold an extreme double standard. You know, you all raise hell about Trump, bragging about doing a little guy talk on you know, guy recording about grabbing a woman's pussy, you know. Pardon my French. You know, guy talk in the locker room, which us guys do. Yet Bill Clinton done far worse than that. You know, sexual assaults beyond imagination. I remember in '92 during the election, you know, when Bill Clinton was running, especially in the primaries, there was women that came out and testified about Bill Clinton's sexual behavior towards them. You know, I think Paula, Sheber, you know, fuck it, I can't remember their names. Sorry, you know, I'm not talking about Monica. She was years later, you know, but there was Paula Jones is one of them, yes, and Lyndon Trick, I think, is another one. And those are the few I can think of offhand. There's several of them that women supposedly sexually abused stuff or had sexual affairs with. He done far worse than Trump, but you give Bill Clinton a pass. You do. All you feminist groups, when Monica Lewinsky finally came up, all you liberal feminist groups gave Bill Clinton a pass and was defending him. But, with Donald Trump, you're going to scrutinize everything that he says, stuff like that. And it is funny, but it is sad, and I can't take you liberals seriously because all this libtard shit you do. You get mad at calling libtards, but you go out there in the streets and you act retarded. You call yourself this peaceful, loving, tolerant people, but you're not. You're a violent extremist group. You're like a terrorist group now. I mean, you're a terrorist group towards Trump supporters. You really are. I mean, there's one lady, she's a Trump supporter, and you set her hair on fire. I mean, when Trump, after he got elected, okay, I have to admit this. I have to admit, there was some, white supremacy groups going around there vandalizing some stuff, some cars, some churches and stuff. But that was holding that what you libtards were doing. You're doing more than protesting. You were burning shit and destroying property, beating people up. I mean, one time, there's a Trump supporter family. You separate them somehow, corner one lady up against the wall, and separate her husband. We can't get to her. You expect us to respect you? You expect us to take you seriously? I'm sorry, I look at you and laugh, because you're a joke. I look at you, get angry, because you act like a little terrorist. All this marching and shit you're doing, it's not going to solve a fucking thing. It really is not. You're going on the streets and making fools of yourself and embarrass our country and embarrass yourselves, but you libtards are so stupid, you don't realize how stupid you are, how stupid you look. Then on top of that, let me tell you something before I go too far. When Bill Clinton got first elected as president, and I remember this, Saturday Night Live did a skit about Chelsea Clinton, and we all criticized her for that, and it stopped. And all the years Obama's been in office, I have not one, and several people like us, had the respect for Obama's kids. We never ever said anything about Obama's daughters. The Obama girls, towards us, they were off limits. Maybe a few things, but they got called out on it, and it got stopped. But what you're doing to Barron Trump, Donald Trump's son, 10-year-old son, a 10-year-old boy, I should say, what you're doing to him, and some of the stuff you're doing to him, you're attacking, you're bullying this kid. And he's not done nothing. He's 10 years old. What can he do? What can a 10-year-old Barron Trump can do to you? This one's from Comedy Central writing this awful tweets about him, saying he's a handsome future date rapist. And I said, if I want anybody to rape my mother, I want to be him, because he has a small genitalia and he can't hurt my mother. I mean, what the hell? And this one writer from Saturday Night Live said, oh boy, we got a future sharpshooter, some shit, a school shooter, I think, something like that. You're barely saying nothing about that. You're not attacking these people and telling these, Barron Trump is off limits. Yet, you try to attack us for some of the shit we did during Obama's years. But what we did was a small comparison what you're doing now. We're not going out there destroying millions of dollars worth of property. We're not going out there beating people up on a daily basis. We're not going on TV making fools of ourselves or anything like that. You're the ones that are causing the libtards, the liberals, the retarded liberals are the ones causing problems today. Marching. No, I don't have no problem with marching. I don't have no problem with singing. I don't have no problem with sit-ins. I really don't. But when you start attacking people, destroying people's property on a mass scale as you're doing, burning shit, flipping cars, attacking police officers, attacking other people, I'm sorry. I can't get with that. I can't respect that. I can't take you seriously when you do retarded shit like that. And you get mad at me for calling you all libtards. But you're acting retarded. That's why I'm calling you that. Stop acting retarded. I won't call you that no more. But you're proving to me and the rest of the country that you're just total fucking idiots. Now, some historical figures here. Look at Rosa Parks. And I saw this Facebook meme, but it's so true. When Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to make a statement, She just refused to give up her seat. She didn't go up there topless. She didn't go up there dancing, make a fool of herself. She didn't break windows or nothing. She just refused to give up her seat, and that's it. And we can all respect that. Y'all love Martin Luther King, right? When Martin Luther King did his protest, it was peaceful. It was peaceful. His followers didn't destroy nothing, didn't destroy property, didn't attack nobody. I mean, police were attacking them, yet they were not attacking nobody else. Those making racial slurs to them, yet they were saying, God bless you, sir, have a good day, and stuff like that. You know, is that some examples you can follow? Even Malcolm X himself, when I go along with nonsense like this, he wouldn't. And I can go down the road. You know, Susan B. Anthony. Did she act this way? No, she did not. All she did was a cast valid for her to vote, was illegal for her to vote to make a statement, and that's all she did. She didn't walk to the phone booth butt ass naked. She didn't go in with her tits hanging out, her ass hanging out, you know, singing, just flipping shit over, destroying the voting booth. No, she just went in there and cast a ballot, and that's it, to make a statement. And that's what she did. You know, I can go on and on here, people. I really can. But if you take the example of people that protest in the past, how they did, how they got what they accomplished, you can probably learn from that. But you'll never, ever accomplish anything what you're doing today. It's flat out embarrassing for me as an American. And this Women's March that happened this past weekend, which is total bullshit. You know, I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. I'm a husband. You know, and the ladies in my life wouldn't act that way because they got self-respect. They got self-respect. They really do. You know, and it's total embarrassing me. I'm trying to tell how great, wonderful America is. When I see these American libtard women acting this way, going on the streets with vaginas on their heads, going on the streets topless, going on the streets with their ass hanging out, you know, and slatting all these hatred stuff. I mean, you people are just flat hatred people. I never saw anything like that in my life. And really what gets me about all this, back in the day, we can agree, disagree. Even back in the 90s, early 2000s, the liberal friends I had, we can agree, disagree. We respected each other's opinion, but we're still friends. We didn't have the same political view, but we were still friends. But we didn't attack each other. We didn't fight each other. We didn't go around destroying each other's property. We disagree, and we didn't talk politics around each other because we knew we had different political views. With you people nowadays, we cannot have a different political view because you get darn right violent sometimes. You get angry. You get nasty. I mean, this one liberal couple, God, they were so nasty, they had to kick them off the fucking plane. I mean, what's up with you people today? What's up with the liberal agendas? I can't get it. You know, the old school liberals, you know, they're looking at you with shame and disgrace how you all are acted. You really are. You're attacking a 10-year-old child. It has nothing to do with anything. You know, you're putting up these mannequins, you know, saying hang Donald Trump or kill Donald Trump, stuff like that. You know, yeah, some did it to Obama, but at the scale you're doing it to, you're a hell of a lot worse than we are. A hell of a fucking lot worse. And yet you call us racist and bigots and everything else because our opinions are different, whatever, you know. But you're doing the same thing, just the opposite. Yeah, I think you're too stupid to realize it. You know, it's like, it's just sad. It's pathetic. You call me a racist and bigot because my political view is different, but you go on TV, you go on the fucking streets, and slang out all racial slurs, you know, all this profanity, you know. I can understand not my president, but kill Trump, hang Trump, you know, I mean, goddamn, rape Melina. Come on. You say they're isolated incidents, but they're far from isolated incidents. They're not isolated. It's just too fucking common. Yet, you can't police each other. You can't call each other out. You can't go on there telling people to stop. I mean, say what you want to about Donald Trump, but he's told his people, he was vandalizing the minority, stuff like that, he told them to stop. And as far as I know, I think he pretty much stopped. The libtards are not stopping. Obama said stop, but you're not listening to Obama. He's supposed to be your leader. President Obama is supposed to be your leader, but you're not listening to him. He said stop, and you're not stopping. You know, what's the difference between a protest and a riot? or protest when you do a sit-in like this. You don't say nothing really. You might say a few chants, but you just sit there and make your point. But going to a bank or a store or a Starbucks or a Bank of America who donated money for Hillary Clinton for under campaign when it's stand and breaking the windows of shit like this, it's not accomplishing a damn thing, but you're making fools of criminals of yourselves. And people like me are getting fucking sick of it. Well, YouTube world, that's all I gotta say about it. God bless you, and bye bye.